One.
Hello, and welcome.
So we'll figure it out.
We're your hosts,
Matthew.
Travis.
and Blake. And today we're talking about Comic-Con news.
And other news.
And other news as well.
And we're back. I mean, it's been a month or 2 or 10 or... We had one in the middle there.
We had one at some point. I can't remember what it even was.
They had one. Hi guys, I'm alive! If you haven't been keeping up to date here and you've only been focusing on the gaming channel, and even if you have been focusing on the gaming channel, I'm here! So...
Alright, sit back. Don't be so
Am I
forward.
peeking? Am I peeking?
Look when you're talking versus look when everyone else is talking.
Hello!
Hello. Oh, see.
Alright, I'm sorry, I'm high strung. Yeah guys, we're back.
How long are we going to be back for? Is this going to be the next episode for like next 2 months?
This is going to be the first and last episode for a few months, and might even be my last episode.
Yeah, not
actually.
even quite yet. You'll be back.
You don't know. Let's be real.
I know.
Anyway, exciting
I know
news
you.
coming on that aspect. We'll save it for another video. That said, shall we just jump right in? We just went
Yes.
ahead and binge watched everything we wanted to watch, and we're good to go. So we'll start off with which movie or series?
I'd say Clone Wars right now.
Clone Wars
Wars.
right now, because that's the most recent one in our head. I'm going to give my initial reaction. Oh my gosh! I am excited. Even with the muffling, that was peaking. But
Maybe. Hold on.
anyway, I'm excited. I am so excited. I have not seen the trailer up until now. I can't wait because, honestly, my opinion on the Clone Wars is it's better than most of the movies that have ever been released because of how in-depth they go in these plots. I am so hyped for that. When people say, do you like Star Wars? And I say, I love Star Wars. This is what I'm referring to. This is what I grew up on. Okay? When this first
I've seen
got...
your wall mural.
Yeah, it was an impressive wall mural.
It was.
Okay, backstory time. When I was a kid, I think I was like 10 when it was released. It was either 10 or 12. My parents they hand sketched and painted an entire Clone Trooper inspired helmet and Star Wars on my wall when I was a kid.
Do we have any pictures that we can put up here?
I'll try to get you some. If not, then unfortunately you won't see it. However, Clone Wars was my ish growing up, guys. Okay, so I love it. When people say, do you like Star Wars? Yeah, I like the movies. I like the movies because of the lore behind it. I like the pop culture behind it. Are they good? Not necessarily always. I think we can agree on that. They're not always, wow, fantastic. But it's a good
think
story.
they're all
Okay.
amazing
So
in
do
their
I.
own way.
But
That said, Clone Wars will always be what I think of when people say Star Wars because of just how in depth it is. I love that. When I saw the trailer, and I'm not going to spoil too much of it because I'm sure there's still people out there that haven't seen the trailer or might
But
not even want to watch the trailer.
I have a little clip I'm going to stick up right
No.
here. Actually, it's going to be the whole thing. It's going to be the entire
Right.
thing right
Now. What you just saw there is where I think everybody geeked out at Comic-Con. I think
Exactly.
everybody lost it at Comic-Con. Now, you're mentioning that because... Why? Or just to show it off?
Just to show it
Okay.
off.
to show it off because no one expected this. You know, Clone Wars was canceled with the Disney buying Lucasfilm deal, and to much dismay, we get Star Wars Rebels, which was good, but not quite Clone Wars level and things. So it was a 10th year anniversary at Comic Con. No one assumed this would actually come back. They just assumed they'd show a nice little, trailer with all the good callbacks and stuff. And the trailer started out that way.
It was so good.
And then this thing comes up, and everyone flips out because, oh my goodness, it's actually coming back. Fleeps out. Yes, it's coming back though, and it's exciting.
Disney is collecting all their Infinity Stones.
Yes, it's
Alright.
for 12 episodes, so we'll finally get to see the end of the Clone Wars. And
But we were told that last time with the last series that was on Netflix only that was the end and that would be it.
well, those are the episodes they had finished and were able to release, but there were still more stories.
And
to
there was a
tell.
lot of episodes that they worked on and even had some of the basic 3D modeling done.
Yeah,
for
and
it.
they released a couple of those that you can kind of see what would have
And
been.
you can look it all up online.
Yeah.
And it's called, I think, what was it?
There's a Bad Batch, and then you
Bad
had the
Batch.
Utapau arc, which had Obi-Wan and Anakin going to Utapau. And
Yeah. I think the one most people are excited for,
It's
at
Bad
least
Batch.
me, is Bad Batch.
Yeah.
And they actually hint at it in the trailer. And if you know anything about the Bad Batch saga, my voice is cracked. If you know anything about the Bad Batch just story arc that's going to be happening, you know that there's a lot of juicy bits of content in there, and I'm excited for that to be acted out on the screen finally.
Yes.
I can't wait. Now, Travis.
Yes.
I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
You did? I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm getting old. My memory's going.
I think we all are at this point.
You know, it's coming out next year on the Disney streaming service, whenever that will be called.
Luckily,
we buy everything.
I was looking
into
into that Disney streaming service, and supposedly it will be cheaper than Netflix.
I'll be fine with that.
Yes.
Of course it's going to be
It'll also have a live-action Star Wars series. It also is going to go on that.
Yeah, because what Disney was saying, or Bob Iger was saying, was that it's going to be cheaper than Netflix because we don't have as much content as Netflix. Eventually, once we get more content, it'll probably go up. But right now, it's going to be cheaper.
Well, that said, then, you mentioned live-action Star Wars as well. Is all of this going to be canon?
Yes.
Okay, so the live-action stuff will be canon.
Yes.
Yes, there will be a giant cannon.
Director Jon Favreau is doing the episode.
He's the head writer, right?
And director, at least with the first episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guest starring Barnum and Bailey Circus for that large cannon I was aforementioned.
Yes.
See, I can make dad jokes too.
We really don't know too much about the live-action series. They haven't really discussed too much beyond.
It's just going to be day-to-day life on the Death Star.
Could be. Yeah,
I would watch that. Or keeping up with the clones.
Just the day in the life of a normal person living in the Star Wars universe, and you see things go horribly wrong behind them as they live their life.
Just like a Jawa. just walking down a hill, trips and stumbles down the hill. I would watch that. Okay, just wholesome Star Wars moments.
How about just the day in the life of an average stormtrooper and just shows them in training? It's like shoots the target, hits dead center. I'm sorry, you failed the training.
I mean, who knows?
No, I mean, real quick to address that, I know it's kind of off topic, is you have to realize they were told not to shoot Luke or Leia. They were told to let him get away. Think about it. They placed a tracker on the ship knowing they would escape. How'd they know they were going to escape? Because they were instructed not to shoot. They were instructed to make it seem like they got away.
True.
Yeah, but were they doing that the entire time?
On Endor, they were knocking people down left and right. Wait, not Endor. No. On Hoth, they were knocking people down left and right.
Okay, you can't use Endor because they got beat by
not Endor.
Tiny bears.
I'm sorry. Think about it. If you saw a squirrel running up to you with a stick, would you really think it was going to kill you with a log? No, I wouldn't expect that either. But on Hoth, they were just assassinating the rebels. They're good shots. They are expertly trained marksmen.
Not as good as the clones.
Not as good as the clones because that is all the clones are bred for. That said, though, they let them get away because they had the tracker on the ship, which led them to the rebel base.
But look at it this way. If they had just shot down like Han and all them right on Tatooine in the beginning of episode 4 when they ran in there, none of this would happen.
No, exactly. But
and
they wanted to find the rest of the rebels.
I don't think so. They were trying to find the plans at that point.
I think the bottom line is the Force works in mysterious ways.
And we'll leave it with that. We're
getting off topic.
I think we could comfortably leave it with that and move into the next topic.
Yeah, I really feel like our podcast could be renamed as Off Topic.
We could do that. It's better branding.
Just
a cool T-shirt that says like,
off
topic.
Or better, it's like on topic, but then it's just like taped over with off.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I don't know.
We can brand that.
You don't know how often I hear people just like, "Oh, we'll figure it out," and they just look at me like,
"Hey, you're that guy from that podcast.
You're that guy.
You're the guy with the podcast with no recording schedule."
Okay, moving forward, let's talk about Titans.
Titans. Okay, I hated it.
If you've seen the trailer, it's a pretty dark trailer. And if you read any of the comic books or even the old cartoon series and stuff, Teen Titans wasn't really that dark.
Yeah, but we talk about the new Teen Titans. They're not supposed to be that light either.
I guess. I want my good balance. My issue really comes down to the portrayal of Robin. To me, Dick Grayson's version of Robin, he went through a lot of the same stuff that Batman went through. Both of them had their parents murdered, all this stuff. To me, the key difference was, though, Batman kind of secluded himself, became this very much this symbol. Robin retained his personality, his humor, he was funny, and things, and it should kind of show you two different ways of dealing with the same thing. Well, this show is really seemed like he's gone down this dark path, more like Jason Todd, different ones would have gone down.
I just didn't like it. I really didn't.
We didn't see much of Beast Boy at all.
It appears he only turns green. Something with Starfire. She turns orange when they use their powers.
And Starfire apparently has really curly hair? Has that always been a thing, or
No.
is that new to me? Okay.
There's a lot of controversy behind Starfire's casting.
See, I don't have a problem
Which we
with
can't get into because
No.
political correctness.
No, I don't have a problem with the casting
That's
so
more than
much
the look.
as the costume design.
Yeah, that's my
That's
problem.
my thing. It's has
And she
nothing
should just
to
be
do with-
orange all the time.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the actors
Yeah.
or the actresses at all. I think that they have the potential to be really good in these characters they're assigned to. But to take what is, I would say, a pop culture icon,
Yeah.
Teen Titans is a pop culture icon, and then almost reshape it, I don't like that.
Because, I mean, granted, we might see, she might have a different costume later in the thing, but the fact is, just the way they did, like, the effects and everything, I don't think it's that good. And it's not to say, like, anything about, like, a whiter colored actress or anything, because I was at a convention last weekend.
Yeah.
I saw a person of color doing a, what's her name?
Starfire.
Starfire cosplay. Sorry, brain part. And she nailed it. She absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to say that if anyone is doing any remarks about, oh, because you cast it like
Yeah.
this. No, it's all the costuming and how that is.
Dude, one of my buddies who is black
Mm-hmm.
cosplayed as a Japanese anime character. Okay? Now, that said, the character is like white as a ghost, but he, did it anyway.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
As
There's
long as
nothing
you look the
wrong
part, like
with looking the part.
in terms of your outfit and
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
My entire thing is costume design and character
To
development.
me, the issue
That's
is
it.
if you have a cosplayer who doesn't have the resources these studios have, can look better than the studio's version.
Yeah.
There's a problem there.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm watching it and I'm just going, is that... Like, it took me 3 different scenes to understand that was Starfire at first, just because the costume looks different to me. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I only watched it once, so I could be completely wrong in saying that, but it looked way
If
different.
there's
to me.
pictures online, you can see clear shots. But
And Beast Boy looked like a OG Beast Boy outfit,
Yeah.
which I kind of liked. Like, back when it 1st started.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I didn't like that Cyborg wasn't in it. Spoilers. I did not like that at all. And I just didn't genuinely like how dark Robin was.
Yeah.
Because I understand that there was the whole thing in Teen Titans where he had this almost like father, I hate you relationship with Slade, and that was dark, and I get that. I understand that Dick Grayson had a really dark upbringing as well, but he was meant to be kind of like the comedy leader of this ragtag bunch of heroes. And they took this ragtag bunch of heroes and turned it into basically, you're possessed, I'm a dark murderer, he's a demon boy, and she's... and we're going to get together and fight crime. And one of the best characters in the series, Cyborg, who's meant to be kind of like this big brother character, is nowhere to be seen because, hey, DC can't spare the same character twice.
Yeah.
I just felt like they dropped the ball on it with what it could be.
I think
and
so.
I'm just going off of one trailer, obviously.
And we can hold file until we actually see the show, but
Yeah, like,
first
it could-
reaction, which is what you want, a good first reaction, is very mixed for most
The
people.
show could be amazing for all
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
But it dropped the ball for me anyway.
Yeah.
Next up is
Let's go Shazam.
Yes.
Shazam. Okay. Yes. We'll get into something that we all loved.
Shazam was off. He's the trailer. I mean, it's just fun. I mean, it's like that's something DC has needed for a long
I
time.
never knew anything about Shazam before I saw this trailer, to be honest.
Oh,
Can we just put up just a little snippet of him walking out of the store and saying, "Hey guys, I'm a superhero." Just put that in like right about now, because that'd be great.
No, you see, I think I'm gonna go with more of the your phone's charged, your phone's charged.
Yes, do that. Just those little scenes. I love that so much. Okay, this is where DC got me on this one, because now I actually want to see this, because I was the guy, I never paid much attention to Shazam growing up, because it just seemed too comic for me. Like, not comic, it seemed too comedic for me.
he
growing
can
up.
be borderline. Yeah, depends.
Yeah. But this is almost like DC's attempt at saying, hey, we see that Marvel's got Deadpool and they can make it funny. We can make it funny, but clean. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that there's this clean, innocent superhero because he's still a kid,
Well,
and they make it fun.
I think Deadpool's the wrong example there because that wasn't, well, it is Marvel, but it was more.
I would say more like Spider-Man almost.
Yeah,
'cause,
Spider-Man,
like, here's two
because-
people
Okay.
who actually enjoy being a superhero. They love
That's
being
true.
a superhero.
And they're kids.
And they're kids.
Okay, I accept that. Thank you for that. That's a good correction. Mean correction. And, yeah. But I loved the little, just like, how this kid is just sticking up for this other kid, and then out of nowhere, he's thrust into this world of, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? It's like he just went through puberty all at once, but he still has the mentality of a kid.
Right.
I love that. Now, the thing I'm not a fan of is that he has no voice cracks in the entire trailer. That's not accurate, because I still voice crack, and I'm 21.
Yeah, but he's older than 21 when he's...
He becomes.
I know. I'm just making a joke. I can't go higher than this without voice cracks. It's annoying.
The difference between that is he's more the Captain America where everything's like ideal.
Yeah, true.
If you don't know anything about Shazam, essentially the word's actually it's an acronym. It's the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules.
I'm looking this up.
The something of Atlas, the power of Zeus, something else of Achilles, and then the last one is the speed of Mercury.
I got this. Hang on. Okay. The superhero with the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he's one of the most powerful
Good, verbatim. I like it.
DC superheroes and characters, period, out there. He's on the few go toe Superman.
Oh,
They've
really?
fought several times. You know, this.
I love the costume design.
Yeah. So I mean, they're both. He's pretty powerful.
Now, do these fights end with them reconciling and realize their parents have the same name?
No. Usually it's because something... They have a kind of a joint enemy in Black Adam, which Dwayne Johnson's supposed to play at some point in the future.
Why's it gotta be Dwayne Johnson? No, I'm just kidding.
Because he looks like...
He actually does look like him.
I know,
once.
it's creepy.
You know, they have a joint enemy there. And,
Wasn't that who you picked to be Trey's supervillain, like, all those years ago?
It may have been.
You used to pick, like, which comic character would you be?
Yeah.
So, in reality, what we're learning here is that it's going to be 2 Captain Marvel movies in 2019.
Essentially, yes.
Because Shazam is also called Captain Marvel.
Originally. They can't be called that anymore.
Oh, copyright reasons, yeah.
Yes. But DC lost the rights to say that, because they didn't use the name for a while.
Wow.
So
Wait, who lost the right to say it?
DC.
Oh, because they didn't keep
Even
it
though he was
continuing.
technically out first.
He was out first. And Marvel, main character also named the same thing. DC stopped using that title for a long time. So
And they
Marvel,
lost the rights.
Yeah, so the Marvel got it now. He has to be called Shazam, which makes more sense to me anyway.
Well, that's a thing. That's something I knew, or is new to me anyway. Cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to it. You know what else I want to come out soon? I want a Captain Marvel trailer to come out soon.
I do want that. I don't think it's
That'd
going
be
to come
nice.
anytime soon. I think maybe... if I had to guess, September. When you'll see it.
Was there a new
But seems
Wonder
kind
Woman
of late for
trailer?
it, though.
I don't think so. Marvel's always releases trailers about 6 months or so before.
Yeah, but sometimes, for some bigger movies, like they release them sooner. And I think after Infinity War is gonna be one that people want to see a little sooner.
Maybe, I don't know. To me, I think people are putting a lot of stock at Marvel. I don't think she'll have anything more to do with what you're going to see than Ant-Man and Wasp did.
Because another example, Solo, they waited till the last minute to start releasing trailers for
They
that.
did.
Well, I'm glad they did that because I went in with no expectations.
Yeah,
and
and
I
I
was
loved
very
it.
satisfied.
Yeah.
Think about it. That's how it is with most movies and video games. They overhype the heck out of something, and then you're not impressed. If they just don't overhype it, you're satisfied. It's like McDonald's. You go in with this expectation of, I'm going to get crap food. You walk out feeling like you accomplished something. You go to Fridays and you get a bad meal that's the same quality as McDonald's. You feel disappointed.
See, my thing with Solo is, it's not a movie I asked for. Which we never talked about, so I feel like it's okay to talk about it here briefly.
True.
It's not a movie I ever asked for. It's not, I still feel like the guy that played Han Solo could have been better. Different actor maybe might have been better. In terms of a Han Solo movie, I don't think it was good. In terms of just a general Star Wars fun movie, I think it was good.
So I really liked it. And the reason why I liked it, I actually did ask for a movie like that. To me, I liked old movies. I wanted to see
Me too.
what was the origin of Han Solo. Where did he come from? Well, how did him and Chewbacca meet? I wanted to see that story. But to see it played out, I thought, this is awesome.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Because it went perfectly with the
Now,
lore.
could he be a better, Han Solo? Yes, because no one can be a better Harrison Ford. But you can't get 80-year-old Harrison Ford to play.
Yes, you can. The aging technology is getting good.
Might I offer an interjection to that, though? This is Han Solo before Han Solo was really
Exactly.
him.
Yeah.
This is him when he was still kind of timid. He wasn't overconfident.
Very
or anything
optimistic.
Like that. This is him pre-Cantina scene. And if you don't know what the Cantina scene, that's
Yeah.
the scene in Episode 4 where Luke finally meets Han Solo, and he's this cocky smuggler sitting there. He
See,
just killed somebody.
So I enjoyed that.
for me, I didn't really want to go and see Han Solo when he was younger. I was happy with like knowing like how he was when we met him, and I wasn't as curious. Like if there's any movie I want to revisit characters on, it'd be Obi-Wan. Like during that time of Tatooine, because we've seen him before, and we've seen him after. I want to see in between.
Watch the episode of Star Wars Rebels shows what he did.
You know what I want?
Yeah.
I want a Qui-Gon Jinn movie.
That'd be
Yes.
To me, Obi-Wan, I do want to see Obi-Wan come be a movie. I don't think there's a lot of story there to tell. He literally sat there for 20 years watching Luke grow up.
But,
Watch
but
the
there were
Clone
times
Wars
where,
series.
if they pull anything from the expanded universe, there were times he had to leave and had someone else like watch.
Watch the Clone Wars series if you want more in-depth on Obi-Wan between episodes 2 and 3. There's a lot of character development there.
Yeah.
Even relationships.
Yes.
But like
Failed
Rogue One, I think was amazing for me because it was set in the Star Wars universe. It set around events we knew happened, but it didn't involve really any characters we knew. So
True.
it's like we didn't have to like have previous expectations on these characters and how they should act and everything.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett movie.
What happened to that? And also, we are being really quiet right now.
We are.
Or is it just because it's not rendered yet?
No, we're being quiet.
It's quiet? Okay. Well, reposition it. I'll just keep my voice down. You two speak up.
After Solo didn't do, when Solo number one, compared to most movies, did very well. Compared to a Star Wars movie,
yeah,
it
did
did
great.
not do well. But you know, 300 million, whatever it was, they're a good amount of money for most films.
But in terms of how much they spent on it too,
Most because of the reshoots.
but that's the thing though, because of in terms of just a movie by itself, considering how much they spent and probably advertised and everything, it didn't do that well.
No, but I think overall,
Cost to profit wise, no, they didn't. But just strictly profit based,
Yes.
yes, it was a very successful movie. People wanted to see it. I think I wasn't looking for it, but I did thoroughly enjoy it because I've wondered, where did Han Solo come from? I did wonder that. But I think a lot of Star Wars fans out there, obviously we're speaking from 3 individuals' perspectives.
Yeah.
We can't speak on the masses, but I think the masses really were looking forward to this movie. And I think they did good
if
according
there's
to audiences.
Anything that Star Wars fans can do, from what I've learned in the past few months, is the single people can speak for the masses.
That's true.
I think the issue with Star Wars fans, they are really their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
If
They're
you
very
look at,
toxic.
if you look at like Last Jedi, which I think is to me one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time is Last Jedi, but to me,
Thank you.
yes, you know, I think the reason is that people have these like these fans have this like predetermined ideas in their head of what things should be,
And then they ruin it.
They take ownership almost of like instead of sitting back and enjoying the ride, as what the original trilogy was all about. You sat back and you enjoy the story being told to you. You didn't tell the story.
Yep.
You know what I
TGI
love
Fridays
about,
burgers.
do you know what I love about Star Wars fans? When George Lucas is making movies, George Lucas ruined all the movies.
Yes.
As soon as he's gone, bring back George Lucas. He makes good movies.
Yeah, they can't be pleased. I do laugh that the biggest complaint about Last Jedi is Luke Skywalker's portrayal of how he was shown. It's like, did you not watch the original trilogy? Everything the original trilogy showed that Luke would do something like this. Everything he did was a response to an emotion of some sort.
And Mark Hamill's like, a Jedi wouldn't just abandon everything if something bad happens. Like,
Obi-Wan, Yoda, pretty much the best 2 Jedi out there ran away.
Did you guys hear that Mark Hamill spoiled the plot of that movie before it actually was shown in theaters on the red carpet?
Really?
Like he said, "I'm glad they finally killed me," and I was just like, he said something along those lines, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, dude!"
it's funny, the behind the scenes of that stuff. I don't know if you guys have watched the Blu-rays. Like, there's like
I'm
a
definitely allergic to your cat, by the way.
There's a walkthrough where Mark Hamill's like, I really have reservations about what Ryan Johnson's doing with my character, but I mean, his director will do what he says. I don't feel it's right for my character.
Right. And I think, again, it's one of those things like, I can see what people are like, well, who's my hero? I think they always glorified Luke because, again, like, he wasn't the perfect character by any means. I mean, even look at his last action we saw in Return of the Jedi. Okay. He stops Vader, but only after Vader threatens Leia. And he probably had to tap into the dark side to even beat him. And even then, the Emperor's the one to start Vader, not Luke. Luke failed. He would have died there. Vader, suddenly changed and...
I think it'd be cool if Rey turned to the dark side in the next movie.
I would like to see something like that happen. I don't want to see a repeat of the redemption arc like Vader. It was cool, but I don't think Kylo Ren. I don't know. Something needs to be different. Whether it be Rey turning to the dark side and Ben Solo turning to the light or something like need to change it up. You can't.
I think it's gonna be both.
But like, think of it this way: in the first movie, when she was fighting Kylo in the forest, he's like, "Let me show you the forest." She's like, "The forest," and then she kind of like meditated for a second. But then when she was fighting him, she was angry. She was really. She tapped in the dark side there.
Plot prediction. I'm calling it right now, okay?
Spider-Man's
for the world of
gonna save
YouTube.
everyone.
For the world of YouTube. Put it up in big text right here. Rey goes dark, and down here put... Rey? Yeah. Kylo goes light. I am calling it right now. They're going to switch sides and fight again.
I think it'd be kind of a cool way of doing it. It's supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga, their story. Ben's the last of the Skywalkers. He's the last one left.
And he was being trained to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi. I'm calling it right now.
I think the problem with Rey is she's too good of a character. We haven't really seen many of her flaws. Like, they haven't portrayed enough. Like they have to, like, to an extent, but like not like they showed Luke, where they showed more of his like doubts and like kind of failures a lot.
Well, I think with Rey, I think the idea is going into the character as here she's somebody who the Force, awakened into her so much. Like, Luke and everyone else, I think, are just so baffled by, like, how, even Snoke and Kylo Ren, they're all baffled by this. I think because the Force is doing something they don't quite understand. And if you watch things like Clone Wars and Rebels, they kind of go into a lot more of the mystery, if you will, the faith into the Force to kind of explain some of those other ideas what the Force could be doing here. Because you have the cosmic Force and all these different things that those shows dive more into. I think that's what's happening with Rey. Why she's so good at what she does isn't because she's just that good. I think because the Force is moving through her in a way that no one's ever seen before.
But I think what has I still think Kylo's pretty conflicted with everything.
I think so.
I think it'd be interesting to see him like reject the dark side and go back to the light, but then at the same time like something happens and Rey turns to the dark side. Like maybe maybe Finn dies and she.
To me,
gentlemen. We're very off topic at this point.
We are. I do want to finish one last thing. I do think that, I love Kylo Ren as a villain, mostly because how conflicted he is. He's an interesting character. I mean, Vader will always be the best one. But Vader, you just knew he was bad. Here he is, he's the best of the best, he's just bad. Look, Kylo Ren, I think, is almost a more interesting side of it, because here's someone who can really go either way any second. Like, he's constantly, one way, it's back and forth, which makes this... is very much of an unknown. But anyway, moving on from Star Wars.
Yeah, it's not like they can do anything now. They burned the sacred texts.
Technically, Rey has it at the end.
Rey has everything with her that she needs.
I know.
That too. Moving on, Aquaman.
The CGI needs a little bit of help in that trailer in some spots, but I enjoyed the trailer.
It's another sign of what DC is doing, I think, with even with Shazam. It's like DC's finally let's just have some fun. It's like, let's show a light side.
You say that, and then you go watch the Titans trailer again.
Well, that's...
You say that, then you go watch the next season of Green Arrow.
What to? But you have The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow. And...
I don't know. Flash is pretty dark for being The Flash, too.
That's true.
Let's be real. DC is just bipolar at this point. And I mean that in the most positive way possible. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying... It's 1 second they're wanting this dark, grim, nitty-gritty side to superhero combat. The next minute is Shazam. And it's thrown me for a loop, but I think that's how you make a successful studio, is you're able to pander to both audiences. People that are going to go watch the Titans might not like Shazam, and that's okay, but people that like Shazam might not like Titans. That's okay too. You're getting the best of both worlds in that circumstance because you're opening up your audience to new perspectives, essentially.
I think what DC's maybe finally learned is what Marvel's learned long ago. Just embrace your character.
Don't make Thor the Dark World again. That's what they learned.
Like with Aquaman and Shazam, they kind of gave in to let's just dive in right into the comic book, as deep as we can, and just make that. Instead of trying to... let's make our own take of, our political climate of Superman. But, I don't need that. No one's asking for that.
Let's take Superman and turn off contrast.
Yeah, we want, we want a Batman movie. We want Batman from the comic book brought to life. And Marvel's on it for years with their movies. With Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. They take that, bring it to life. Well, DC's always attempted for whatever reason this weird, their version of a new way. Like, we don't want a new way, we want that way. And they seem to finally have learned, like, okay, maybe we should just
What
do
if we
it that
listen to our fans, guys? It's like that office window meme. It's the head of DC. All right, we need to revamp our franchise. How do we do it? And the first guy goes, let's turn off contrast. The second guy goes, dark plot lines. The third guy goes, how about embracing the comics and giving the fans what they want? They throw him out the window.
You know, I will say that DC has done spectacularly so far and every time, which Marvel has to a point too, but I think DC really shines here.
Casting.
No. Because Marvel wins on that.
Yeah.
Costume design.
Yeah,
DC has always had really good costume
They
design.
do.
And then you go watch Titans.
Well,
And then you go watch Inhumans.
Oh.
the Humans I thought was better than what people get credit for.
No,
Could've
I
been better.
liked it, but
Could have been a lot
designs
better.
could have been a lot better.
It could have been better. A movie would have been way better. But
It could have been a little more, color for them saying, "Oh, we're shooting Hawaii. We're doing all this."
yeah, they didn't like.
That was shot in Hawaii?
That was shot in Hawaii.
How do you
Anyway,
No,
Okay.
really, they should have done season 2. Still shot in Hawaii, and Lieutenant Inhuman had lava powers, and they would have been set.
yeah.
All right, next up. I'm going to get us moving along because we're at 30 minutes now. Godzilla.
So you didn't watch
We
that
didn't
trailer.
watch that trailer yet.
I watched it though.
I did. I just don't remember anything.
If
Moving
anyone's-
on, then.
No, I'll talk about this real fast.
Okay.
Okay, Legendary Pictures essentially is kind of taking a play out Marvel's playbook here and doing a monsterverse, if you will. It started out with Godzilla back in, I think it's 2014. Good movie. It was a fun, cool movie.
Made by the guy that made Rogue One.
Yes, by Rogue
Gareth
One.
Edwards. Yeah.
Really?
And then they had a follow-up spin-off of sorts, which was Kong Skull Island, which takes place several years before that. And then now, next year, we're getting a proper Godzilla sequel, and Godzilla King of the Monsters. And then the year after that, we're finally getting Godzilla versus King Kong.
When are they going to bring in Mothra?
Mothra's coming in this, so is Rodan
I
and
would scream if I
King
wasn't-
Ghidorah. Anyway, it looks pretty awesome to me. It looks like it's going to be even better than the first one. The complaint with the first Godzilla movie was the fact that you only saw Godzilla towards the end of the movie. Well, this one is like you're going to be seeing him throughout the entire thing.
Good.
So
Good.
But you see, that's kind of a good thing to only see him at the end of the movie, in a way. Because that's what a lot of good monster movies do. They kind of hide the monster
Yeah.
until the end.
And I can see the first one. I was fine. To me, like there's a lot of cool build-up. There's a lot of cool sequences leading up to that point.
Like Jaws, Jurassic Park.
Yeah. For this one, I can see why it's the sequel. It's time to.
Let's be
show.
real. Jaws ruined America. Ruined the world. Jaws ruined the world.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about Glass.
Glass.
Okay. Is it M... How do you pronounce his last
M.
name?
Night
Shyamalan?
Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan. You are a genius.
Oh, no. You cannot say he's a genius.
You are a creative masterpiece.
You cannot say that either.
Why not?
The Last Airbender and
Okay.
After Earth.
Let me rephrase this. M. Night Shyamalan,
After
you
Earth
don't
was
touch
horrible.
other franchises, and you don't include Will Smith and Jaden Smith. God, that was such a good movie. I remember being in the back of the theater with Derek going, what are we watching?
The weird accent.
You could smell fear or something like that. I was like, what?
Anyway,
For this series, you are a creative genius because I never thought this would get to this point. You started out with Unbreakable, you went into Split, and I didn't think those two were connected at all. And then the end of it where you brought Bruce Willis in and his classic just jacket again, or his classic work shirt again, I was like, there's no way this is connected. Now you bring in Glass, which ties the first two to this one, and I'm so happy you did that because the trailer was really well done. I'm not gonna lie, it was reminiscent of the first movie, and it was reminiscent of Split in a lot of ways too. Split's the one I watched most recently. Come to think of it, I'm not sure if I've seen Unbreakable. I know I read it though. Like there was an entire plot synopsis in that I read.
I've read it, yeah, I just haven't seen it.
Long story short though, you tied it together beautifully, and you brought back the two original actors, and then you brought back 12 other personalities. What was that?
Firework.
You brought back 12 more personalities in the same character again, and you did it so well. I loved that, okay, because I geek out on stuff like this. I like sketchy plots where you're just sitting there going, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I like suspense movies. I don't like horror per se, because horror's overdone. Like Saw,
No,
way overdone.
I hope this movie's good because he doesn't have the best track record with movies. He's hit and miss.
You need to watch Split.
No, I have, and that was good. But look at all the movies he made before Split, like in the past.
He's a very hit and miss guy.
Yeah.
But this is one of his more beloved.
Yeah.
Now series. We didn't know it was a series, but
this I can tell will be good because in a lot of ways, it's kind of how you think modern day America, modern day society would react if there were people who claim to have superhuman powers. Think about it. If somebody's walking down the street one day and gets shot and the bullet bounces off of him, or does no damage to him whatsoever, you'd be like, well, that's weird.
Have you ever seen the movie Chronicle? It's kind of a found footage film, but it's also very much realistic. If people actually had superpowers, how would the world react? And it's very well done, I thought.
What was it called?
Chronicle.
I'll have to have you send me a link to that later because I want to watch that. Do you know if it's on Netflix?
It's not.
Dang it.
I've got another trailer to bring up too.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys see it because we haven't mentioned it yet. Alita Battle Angel. Have you seen the
Yes,
trailer for that?
I haven't seen the newest one. I've seen the first one.
Yeah, they had a
Wow.
new one and they cleaned some of the CGI up a little more on it too. It looks pretty good to me, and I'll see it just for Christoph Waltz, but
I'm optimistic about it. I guess it's kind of a different take on people always are trying to figure out how to do a good anime live action. It's like this version they just gave her let's give her giant eyes and
but she's the only one with a giant eye.
yeah, which is
Everyone else
interesting. It's like okay, we'll see how this one works.
Okay. I have no idea about that.
We'll show you a trailer afterwards.
Okay. Now, the last thing in our original messages is actually one that only you two are going to know, really, because I haven't kept up really well with it, which is the return of Young Justice. That's the last topic you mentioned earlier.
I won't know anything about that. I didn't really watch it.
You never watched it?
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, in that case, would you like
I'll
to
talk
give us
about
another quick brief?
Young Justice was kind of after Teen Titans ended and before Teen Titans Go came. They, DC released this show called Young Justice. It was kind of a more mature take on the Teen Titans, essentially. And man, it's up there. I would put it up there with that Clone Wars level, maturity. I mean, it's good. It's very well written. It's almost like I was watching like a show, like a primetime show at night. It's an animated series, based in the DC universe with these younger superheroes. You have Robin and Superboy. You have
Is this where Robin had the black uniform with the red logo on the chest? Well, I think it's something else.
It might be something else. Anyway, there's 2 seasons of this, and it was very beloved. And they canceled it at the 2nd season because it didn't sell enough toys. Yeah, that's why. So since it's ended, it's one of the most beloved series out there. DC fans all over have been, asking and demanding, please bring this show back, please bring it back. And now, finally, it's brought back. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it. I do know it. Because it did show some of the adult superheroes in the later seasons.
Yeah, they're Batman. Them are part of it.
No, who was it I'm thinking of? I think it's the other... Yeah, it's the black t-shirt guy with the Superman logo.
Yeah, it's Superboy.
That's Superboy, and then there was another... It looked like a Starfire knockoff almost. I can't remember.
Yeah.
What was her name? She was blonde. She had a white jumpsuit, basically. Not a jumpsuit, but onesie.
Artemis.
Okay. Yeah, I know it. And then there was Red Arrow.
Yep, he's in there.
Cool.
And second season, Beast Boy and them show up and stuff like that. I mean, it's a great series. If you haven't watched it,
And they
check it out.
canceled it because of toys.
Yes.
I thought of something else I want to bring up.
Boy.
Before we get to our big final thing.
We have a big final thing?
Yes,
Disney
it's a
Fox.
cat.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
No,
Spoilers. Woo, woo.
but it's something that was released around Comic-Con time.
We have a cat.
We have a cat.
Give us views. We have cat.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I think I shared a link with you guys. I don't know if you guys have both seen it. The Uncharted fan film.
Yes.
I didn't watch it yet.
I loved
I was
it.
really busy.
That was so good.
15 minutes of awesomeness.
And because for so long we've wanted Nathan Fillion to be, and we figured okay, probably never happened. He's put on some weight. He's pretty old.
Yeah,
He's not pretty old, but he's late 40s now.
Yeah, late 40s too.
It's probably not gonna happen. He'll be playing.
Yeah. And who thought? I mean, I was always trying to picture a great Sully and Stephen Lang. Oh my goodness,
Exactly.
yes.
I didn't realize that was Stephen Lang at first, and I heard him talking. I'm like, yes.
I didn't even consider him, but yes. I didn't Ellie could have been a better.
Yeah, she could have been a little better,
Steven?
but
But everyone else was like, this is awesome. So I hope that becomes, I mean, look at there was a Power Rangers fan film a few years back with Katie Sackhoff.
Yeah.
And that picked up the reason to make a Power Rangers movie a few years later.
I could see it.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, who
Nathan
knows?
Fillion lost put on some muscle and stuff for
Yeah,
his
and
new
he
show. He said.
Yeah. So to me, if something comes of it, and he even said that, if something comes of it, awesome. If not, you have to do it, and it was fun.
Because he loved doing it, and
Yeah, I mean, it was great.
And he did it for free, I think.
it fit in so well with just the Uncharted series too. Like,
and this was a fan film?
This was a fan film.
I love the fact that they got some big named actors. Well, not like A-listers or anything like that. I don't think they're A-listers, are
Not
they?
really.
Either way, they got Hollywood celebs in on this. I like that.
Yeah.
It just goes to show how big of a... I said pop culture twice already. I'm going to say it a fourth time. Pop culture icon Uncharted is as a series. That's awesome.
So, I like to see that happen.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, should we get to our big news?
Coming up at the 40-minute mark, we might as well.
We got time.
We got time. We can cut and paste.
Because as of today, after months and months of back and forth, Disney has officially bought Fox.
Now, did this get through? Was there like Supreme Court stuff that they were trying to go through?
It's all been approved now, I guess.
Okay, it's all been approved.
It is happening. As of today. The last thing was the day Disney had to vote on it, and they all...
Disney now has how many Infinity Stones? So they've got Lucasfilm, they've got Pixar, they've got Fox now.
I feel like Disney...
They got Marvel.
I feel like Mickey Mouse is going through like his angsty teen years where he's getting tattoos and piercings and starting to smoke. That's kind of what's happening here. Let's be real. Disney is kind of going through that, hey guys, everyone's family friendly too. Deadpool. And that's kind of what's happening right now.
Disney is Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones to rule all of
Hollywood.
Stuff is just like Universal, and then what else?
I kind of like the thought.
You have Comcast owns Universal.
And then
Time
DC.
Warner is still out there. AT&T owns Time Warner.
Oh yeah, so if they get
Yeah.
if they can get
slow and
Universal and then Warner Brothers.
Yeah, pretty much. And Sony is still out there. You know, with
I think
somewhere.
Venom.
Somewhere. Out there lies a land of wonder.
But anyway, this is a pretty major deal for if you're a Marvel fan.
It's a huge deal.
I mean, the X-Men, Fantastic Four
We're
are all returning home finally.
We're going to get Wolverine fighting Captain America.
Yeah, that's finally a possibility after all these years.
Like they
God on Earth, what was that?
A firework. You've asked us twice now.
Sorry.
Disney now officially owns Avatar, which they have the land.
They have the land already.
Yes,
so.
I mean it's only fitting. Then they have other franchises like Aliens, the Maze Runner series, Planet of the Apes is now theirs. Yeah, so I mean they have a pretty lot. It's tons of.
Wait, they bought the rights to all of that?
Yeah, they got their entire movies and TV series, all of that. That's all.
So essentially, they own everything, is what you're telling me at this point. So it is now literally the Walt monopoly.
They can always get Paramount too, or do they already buy Paramount?
I think Sony still has it.
At this point, Paramount is Kroger. Let's be real.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but anyway, Disney has quite a bit. Put it on their resume there now with the Disney streaming service and everything else. So it's a pretty big day. They also now completely own Star Wars because Fox still retains some sort of rights to the old original trilogy.
So now they have.
So now Disney officially owns all of it.
Yeah, I think if I look at my things, it says Fox on the bottom.
Yeah, so now they finally completely own Star Wars, which I'm sure they're happy about.
Do they own all of the Clone Wars series, or is part of that still part of like Nickelodeon?
I think they all.
I think that was Disney.
But it aired on Nickelodeon.
Cartoon Network had it.
Oh, Cartoon Network, yeah.
I think Disney now gets all. I think they got it back.
Right, because up until the entire run of Clone Wars, I don't think they ever had the Disney logo.
No, it ended with before because Rebels is what Disney picked up.
Yeah.
Because Disney bought Lucasfilm right at the end of Clone Wars. That's why the last season never aired on Cartoon Network. It went straight to Netflix.
Right, that's why I hate Disney. I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. I hate you, Disney.
I thought it was because of your wallet every time you go to Disney Park.
Oh no, I stopped buying stuff at Disney.
Just the price to get there.
Giving me $25 for a piece of felt with plastic ears? Heck no.
Just the price to get in now.
Yeah. I mean, I just go to Disney Springs and it's equally as miserable.
Oh yeah. You mean downtown Disney?
We call it Free Disney.
Freeze-ney.
I really recommend we all go try the VR there sometime.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I've done that.
The VR
fantastic.
They have Star Wars VR at downtown Disney.
But in a whole new way.
It's wireless. You can actually walk around and interact with 3 other players.
You actually if there's a gun here, you can actually get to hold it and start shooting it. You can feel the walls around you.
If there's a droid in there, you'll actually be able to feel the droid.
Yeah, you go up to Mustafar at one point, you feel the heat come from it and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
How am I just now hearing about this?
It's from the Void.
The Void, yeah.
Which is it was on a big Facebook video a few years back. On talking about the Void VR.
I think.
Can we please
I don't
go
know if
before I
this is
leave?
a temporary thing or if it's going to get rid of it eventually.
I don't know. It's still there now.
Yeah.
I don't know if Disney just partnered for that one little thing, or if they have plans.
Can we go like soon?
It'd be
Let's
awesome.
do it.
It's like what, $60 a person.
Okay, how about? No, it's like $30 a person, I think.
I thought a little more.
I could probably spare
It's 30 something, I think. I looked it up about going sometime because Derek took me once and.
Maybe it was. I was paying for me now. They both went on.
That might.
Okay.
But
Jeez, I want to go before I leave.
you know, I think it'd be cool.
Worth. There's only 2 in the whole country. It's like this one and one.
We'll wait for Mike. Come visit us. We will all go.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike, if you could visit before, I leave, that'd be great. When is he supposed to be here? I thought he was going to come down this month.
He had stuff come up, so he wasn't able to come. But
He says maybe by October or something like that.
Well, I'll be gone.
or we will all go up to visit him and kidnap him.
I can't afford that.
We should go there in times tornadoes are there. The worst tornadoes in the country.
Yes,
All
you
right.
guys should coordinate your path there.
Does anyone have
with
any
the
access to a
tornadoes.
white van and duct tape?
Okay, on that bombshell.
I do actually.
And possibly
At the hospital.
illegal. Stop. On that bombshell and possibly illegal activities being planned, it is unfortunately at the 46-minute mark, and it is time for us to come into closing now.
Is it really? We can't just go another 2 hours of this.
Well, we're also going to post a little bit of shenanigans at the end with, I believe, VR.
We could discuss
Oh,
this
yeah,
one
we
last piece that today they announced the cast of episode 9 of Star Wars.
They did?
Back up
Yes.
slightly, back up slightly. Mike's right there. There you go.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yes.
Who they announced?
Well, Mark Hamill is definitely coming back. They announced
Okay.
that Lady Williams, which was announced a while back. Carrie Fisher
I
will
heard-
be in the movie.
She will?
Yes, they said they announced that they'll be using unused footage from Force Awakens to bring her back.
And because they said they weren't going to do that. And
They said they wouldn't do CGI or recast. So then,
Oh, they found a loophole.
So they talked to Carrie Fisher's daughter, Billy. They agreed to bring her back and finish the story with unused footage. How that will happen, how that will work exactly, we don't know. There's a couple of new cast members they've announced.
Anyone that we know? Or
One's from Doctor Who. Can't remember her name. Anyway, then obviously you have Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac.
I guess CNET would work. Okay, I gotta tell you something when this is over because I feel really bad for her. Who's the director? Cast, who will be in it? Okay. Daisy Ridley, obviously. John Boyega, Adam Driver, Oscar Isaac. Lupita
oh, that's
Nyong'o?
Maz.
Maz.
Yeah, I know. Just I couldn't remember the first name. Kelly Marie Tran as Rose. I really hate Rose.
I didn't have any problem with her.
I did. We almost ended the war, and you ruined it.
Sometimes we have to save people to do this. Like, do you realize how many people would have been saved if you...
Juna Swotom.
Yeah, that's
That's
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
Junus.
Swotamo.
I don't know how to say his last name.
Anthony Daniels as C-3PO.
Okay.
Oh, and did you hear where the one guy that played an Imperial droid, Anthony Daniels, was on set and he literally just had like a CGI suit on,
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
a motion capture suit, and he's just like cussed him out or something like that, like how dare you cheat or something like that. It was hilarious. Jimmy V as R2D2, Kydell Kokonix,
Richard E. Grant, that'd be good.
Yeah.
He was in Logan.
Lando Calrissian. Okay. Yeah, Leia Organa. Naomi Aki in an unnamed role.
She's the one from Doctor Who.
And Richard
I'm gonna
E.
look
Grant
her
for
up,
an
'cause I don't
unnamed
recognize her
role.
name.
And there's also one more they didn't put on there because the contract was signed after the release. Kerry Russell, she was in.
Oh, really?
She's been on a lot of TV shows. She was in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
I heard
She's
that,
also
that she
a
might have
role.
been in there, and they were saying she might have been Ray's mom or something.
Yeah, so we'll see. She's been signed on too. She's not part of the official release, but she is in the movie. They came out afterwards and said that she is in there. They just finished the contract.
John Williams will score the new movie.
She played a really minor role, like one Doctor Who
Yeah.
episode.
So anyway, there's your news. We'll see.
Oh, well, about that whole John Williams thing. This is the last Star Wars movie John Williams is
Bless you,
doing.
bless you,
Bless you. It is,
It
which
is-
I think is very fitting.
It is his last movie.
bless you. You okay?
Are you allergic to Blake?
I'm allergic to you, so it makes sense. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us on our comeback tour of one day.
Yes.
And we hope you guys enjoyed these topics. If you did, if you don't mind just smashing the like button down below, hit the bell button, and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. And as always, we thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye!